What's up, people? My name is Noah, aka OrseofKorse, and today we're at the YouTube headquarters in San Bruno, California, and we're going to be talking about shorts with YouTube's VP of Engineering, Scott Silver. Can you explain, like, where are we at right now?
Sure, yeah, we're in YouTube headquarters here in San Bruno, and this is where most of the software is built for YouTube. We sit here and we type away all day long trying to make great things for creators.
Very cool. So I'm a gamer, obviously. What is your favorite game? What's like the first game that you fell in love with?
Something like Metroid.
Okay, Metro is awesome.
And I did use that on a 16-bit machine, so so that does date me a little bit.
You know, Metroid, though, a lot of people know that because it's come back so many times over the years.
Right.
So you say that it dates you, but a lot of people probably
I should have just rolled with it.
Yeah,
with like,
you
it
would
was
have got
one
away
of
with it.
One of the older ones, the more beautiful ones.
So personally, I've had a lot of success with YouTube Shorts. Can you talk about like why creators should get involved with YouTube Shorts? Why should they start using it?
We think viewers want to watch shorts. We see more than 15 billion views a day. It's just remarkable what's going on with shorts right now, and it's growing very quickly. That's the biggest reason for creators to make shorts, is to find their viewers, to find their audience.
Very cool. Scott, can you tell me, how do YouTube Shorts play into YouTube's larger goals?
Our goal is to find an audience for videos, to satisfy our viewers. That means that we try all different kinds of formats, all different kinds of things over the years. We started obviously with VOD, and we've seen stories, and we've seen posts, and shorts fits into the broader narrative, which is that viewers love videos, and in particular they love the viewer experience where they can swipe through it. And of course the broader perspective is that we think it's a great way for creators to express themselves. It's also going to be a great way for creators to make money, and so we think it's kind of all the great ingredients of it's good for viewers, it's good for creators, good for advertisers. Everyone gets a little bit of what they want.
A lot of new creators are noticing that if you're doing shorts, you can reach a lot of people very quickly. But from your answer there, it makes sense as to why shorts are being pushed, because it's something that people want. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, and I think like YouTube can't really push anything. Our perspective really is that we really want to follow the viewers and see what they want. And so if something is positive for viewers, that's something we'll do more of. And if something is negative for viewers, that's something we'll do less of. And so if we had shown shorts to viewers and they stopped coming back to YouTube, or creators were making fewer videos therefore, or something like that, we probably wouldn't have done it.
So Scott, have you ever heard of Friday Night Funkin'?
I've just seen some videos of it. That's it.
Super easy, and I'll show you how to play.
Okay, let's do it.
3, 2, 1, go!
All you have to do is just hit the arrows as they come up. This side is you, that side is your opponent.
Oh, I see. This is me.
Yes, so you're the little blue hair guy. And at the bottom there's your health bar, so you want to make sure that doesn't go all the way down, or you do lose. There we go, look at that. You said you weren't going to do well. You're killing it right now. Hey, you made it. Okay.
All right.
So what is YouTube doing to make shorts a better experience for creators? So like any new features or new products that are coming with shorts?
We have been working pretty hard on a few different things. The first thing that we talked about last month was around enabling monetization for shorts. We used to have a shorts fund, but broadly we see one of the benefits to creators of coming to the YouTube platform is, of course, one, they'll find their audience there, but also we hope that they can pay the bills, right? That they can afford to make more content, like the great content they're already making. And in order to do that, we need to provide a reliable way for creators to make money. And history has told us that advertising is a way to do that. And if we can find a way to share that advertising revenue with creators, that's a great feature. Another thing we've been working on is we've been working a ton on our creation tools. So we've shipped a bunch of new features over the last few months. That's a new area for YouTube, to essentially build the software that people use to make their shorts. You and I were just talking earlier off camera about how you actually film with a different camera and you edit on your desktop. Our thought is that creators will continue to do that, but we think that also creators will want to use the tools that, if they're good enough, that YouTube builds to make a great shorts. So we're pretty excited about that. The last thing is that we're trying to build these bridges between shorts and VOD. And so for many creators, they are already a VOD creator and they're becoming a shorts creator, or some of them are shorts creators and they may want to become a VOD creator down the road. We want to make sure that as you build your audience on shorts, that those audiences come from one part of YouTube to another part of YouTube. So we try to understand what it is that your viewers want and try to make the best recommendations for them.
I'm happy that you spoke to that last point as well, because a lot of people feel like if they do shorts that their long form videos may not do well anymore, or vice versa. Yeah. And that's not technically true, right? You can do shorts and long form content and still have a successful channel.
We're explicitly building bridges between the two so that one helps the other. Before it was more like one wouldn't hurt the other. And so in the last couple months, we just built this bridge so that when your viewers use shorts, it informs the kinds of VODs that we might show a viewer, including some of the interests that are shared across your videos.
That's awesome. I think that'll make people a lot more willing to engage with shorts as well.
We hope so.
What would you say making short content, why would a creator want to do that on YouTube as opposed to another platform?
Sure. I think a lot of times when I meet creators, they tell me that I just want to make sure that the platform that I'm a part of is a force for good. It's not making the world a worse place. And so for us, that responsibility we really take into our hearts, whether it's when we think about children or we think about all the kind of gross kinds of things that people might make videos about that we really think shouldn't be on YouTube. We take all that stuff to heart, and all those things that we learn from VOD are built into shorts or coming over to shorts, on a case-by-case basis if they're different for shorts. The last thing is that YouTube is a place that is not only about a single format. So we think that when we think about viewers, we think viewers are probably going to watch short form videos in a portrait fashion. And we also think people will watch that content on all sorts of different kinds of platforms. So for us, YouTube is multi-format and multi-platform. We're not only on phones, of course, but we're also on TVs, we're also on computers, we're also on smart screens, we're on watches, all of those kinds of things. So generally speaking, we think that YouTube will give creators the broadest possible reach. When you think about other platforms that haven't yet invested in those other areas, by making a short on YouTube, you're also have access to the rest of the stuff that we've been working on the last 15 or so years.
That's awesome. When I think of that, if you're a viewer and you come to YouTube, it's like a one-stop shop. You can get a little bit of everything that you want to see. This is the last song in the week, and this one is obviously going to be the hardest.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, got a little faster.
Yeah, it gets a little faster.
Like a lot faster.
We're going to stop at this one. This is week 2. The Speaky Boys are
very hard. We're going to stop very quickly right here. I suspect.
And this one's a little bit of a doozy. Hey, you're still in it though. You're good.
All right, I'm dead.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think it's great. I think that's going to be a home game.
Can you talk a little bit about how monetization is going to work with shorts?
The thing that we do in shorts, which is a little different than VOD. So VOD is pretty straightforward in the sense that we show the ads on a creator's video and then we share the revenue with that creator. The tricky part, of course, about shorts is that there's a feed and then the ads kind of come somewhere in between a feed of shorts. And so essentially somewhere in there's some ads. And so then the question becomes well, who do we share the ad revenue with, the one before or the one after? And so what we do is each month we'll sum up the revenue that we make from ads, and then we create this pool which is for the music content owners. And then once we've separated that out, then we end up with this shared pool for all creators, and then we share that, and we share 45% of that remaining creator pool with creators.
So Scott, can you tell me, do you think that YouTube creators who are doing shorts will be making more money with YouTube shorts now that there is a dedicated AdSense for shorts as opposed to when it was a set amount of money for shorts?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think the short answer is yes. We expect that to be true. And we think this is really the hallmark of the YouTube model, which is that as advertisers come to find viewers who came to watch content that you made, the creators made, we'll share that with you. And we think that model has worked for VOD, and we think that'll work for shorts as well.
So if a creator is looking to get into shorts, what are some tips you would give them to get started?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think that in my view, it's kind of the same advice we give to almost all creators, which is one is figure out who you are. You look at what you know and love, right? And then you go figure out how to do an original take on that content and figure out how to connect with an audience. And I think you have to experiment and experiment and experiment and experiment and then experiment some more, and then fail and have a success. But I do think that hard work does pay off here, and being very, I don't know if the word is scientific, but deliberate about what you try, making sure what you try the next time is different from what you tried the time before that, so you can figure out what the patterns are. I don't know if this like meshes with your experience.
It really does. It took me a long time to figure out what works on YouTube, and it was a lot of failure, but you have to look at those failures, make notes, and see what works, and then do more of that, because that's what people are responding to, right?
Yeah.
So no, I think that's absolutely true.
I mean, how many of 10 videos, how many of your videos would you consider successful when you rate yourself?
So I would say about half the videos that I do are really successful to the level that I want, and a lot of them I'm experimenting, I'm trying new things, trying different topics, and they may not do as well as I wanted them to, but my audience, my core audience still enjoys them. They just don't necessarily reach as broad of an audience as I would like.
It didn't add audience, but it satisfied the existing audience.
So when I'm looking at viewer satisfaction, there's a lot that goes into it for me, but as long as my core audience is satisfied, that's a good thing for me. But you also want to reach new people as well, so you have to be willing to take risks with your content to reach new people.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's good. So I'm sorry that it's not as easy as we want it to be.
Hey, that's okay. I mean, that's what you got to do. Like you said, you got to work hard, you got to try new things, and once you find something that's successful, you'll keep doing that.
Yeah, that's right.
So what's next with YouTube Shorts?
The two biggest investments in Shorts are discovery, what we call internally discovery, which is really just figuring out when to recommend Shorts. That's where our deepest investments are at YouTube. We know that if we can figure out who your video is for, we know there's someone out there for it. We can get you the traffic that you as a creator might want, but also we can satisfy a viewer need, and that's really our hope. And so that's where we invest very, very deeply. The other area is on creation. We'll be building tons of new features into our creation software over the coming months and years. The third thing, of course, and this is, I think, YouTube's not so secret sauce, is that we are really only successful if you're successful, which is to say that we really want to make it so that you can earn a living. We think that if Shorts creators are able to make money making Shorts in a reliable fashion, they'll make more Shorts. And we think that, I mean, I know I like having a paycheck. It makes it easier to pay my mortgage. And I know that many other creators will appreciate getting paid for their efforts. And there's a lot of folks working on that as well.
So is there anything that I didn't ask that you would like to talk about with YouTube Shorts?
I think the thing I wanted to get across is that we really start with what we think viewers want. And then we try to figure out how to figure out what is that they want to watch. And if we can do that, then I think we're successful. And we're only successful ultimately if the content on YouTube can satisfy their needs, and that comes from folks like you. So for me, I really think of creators as the lifeblood of YouTube. I mean, there really is what came first, the viewer or the creator? I don't know. I think it's the creator for sure. And I think that's really important for me to say over and over again. Okay, Noah, let's see how it's really done.
All right, I'll give it a shot. All right, let's see. It's been a while since I played the base game.
The excuses come already.
Yeah, it's because I do bad. I have my excuses ready.
Okay, well, you know what you're doing. All right, you're pretty good.
I'm doing okay. I've played this song so many times.
Nice.
There we go.
Very nice.
Hey, well, you got me pretty much to the end.
That's
so you
right.
did the hard
It
work.
was all me.
Thank you guys for coming with me today to the YouTube headquarters. If you have any questions about Shorts, make sure to check out the YouTube blog. Thank you for watching. Peace, peace.